What's up? Ooh, what's up, Styler Nation? We are minding our business Monday. Mind your business. Mind the business that pays you. It's just your girl, Diva Styler. Be a friend and tell a friend about your new favorite podcast. We're on Spotify and Anchor.fm. We're also coming live from YouTube. And you can follow us on Twitter, Diva_Styler. You can follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Diva Lifestyler. And we're also on Instagram, Diva Lifestyler, as well as Diva Styler. So you may follow us, keep up with us, see what we're doing, see what we're up to, and we're going to be the friend that you need. So tell a friend about us. We are determined, inspired, victorious, and ambitious, and we're doing everything that we can to be patient, positive, and persistent. The business that pays me, you know, is so many things that I can say, and so many ways I can say it, but I won't, because let's talk about minding the business that pays you. What I have and what I do shouldn't be a concern of anybody else. Just like what someone else is doing and what someone else's have. Someone else is what someone else has. Remember, we don't do no editing. We straight talking, no chaser. Okay? What someone else has should not make you feel any way about your own self and your own circumstances and the things that you're setting up for yourself. So I would say for you to mind the business that pays you. These lashes are itchy. I don't think I'm really allergic to them. Okay. Mind the business that pays you. You know, God is in the blessing business, and just because he bless me doesn't mean he won't bless you. Just because he bless you doesn't mean he won't bless me. It's not he only got one blessing. It's not that he only has one blessing per day. Excuse me. It's not that he only gonna bless one person in a week. It's not that. You just get in line. Live your life like you're expecting a miracle, like you're expecting a breakthrough, like you're expecting healing, like you're expecting joy for the day, that you're expecting to be blessed and highly favored today, that something that you've been praying for in your private time is going to come to pass today. So, I mean, we can go on and on about talking about blessings, but I just want you to know, mind the business that pays you, because what I do and how I get it is none of your business. And I feel like people need to understand that. And I feel like people need to pay attention to what their aspirations are and what their goals are, or if they even have goals, because you are over there worried about. Wouldn't be a podcast if I wasn't yarning. Okay, you over there worried about me and how I'm doing something and why I'm doing something and why something is working out in my favor. And but you can't watch out for your own blessing. So that's the problem. Mind the business that pays you. He's blessing every day, every second. Look, I just got blessed again because I would breathe air into, he breathed air into my body. So I'm blessed. I'm not intimidated or distracted or envious or hateful or annoyed by any other woman taking care of business, doing what they got to do, securing the bag, being a good wife, mother, daughter, sister, aunt, friend, co-worker. I'm not envious of that. And people need to leave their envy out of the equation of how you treat people and how you are perceiving people. Because what you think is arrogance is just how they may have scrapped up and scraped from the bottom of the barrel to where they are. So you don't know. So you looking at me or them or whoever, and you're concerned how they get that, what's going on. Do you? Don't worry about what the next person doing. Do what makes you happy and do what allows you to live the life you want to live. If you don't want to go no further than renting an apartment or a house or living with your parents, that's you. But don't come down on me, and don't be envious of me or mad at me or trying to belittle me to make you feel big. That's what I'm saying. We should not have to tear people down. Women especially. We shouldn't have to tear each other down in order to feel big about ourselves. You know, if you go a couple podcasts back, some things were said about me, my husband, my marriage, and I just feel like I addressed it. I said what I had to say, and then let's move on, because I have stuff to do. I don't want to be in a box. I want to grow. I want to bust out. I want to stretch out. I want to get what God has for me. So I'm going to mind the business that pays me. I'm doing everything in my power to meet God at what I'm asking for. I can't ask for whatever this big and then I don't do anything, because Bible says faith without works is dead. So you have faith for him to bless you with a job, but you don't get off the couch. You have faith for him to help you feed your kids, but you won't even get up and go anywhere. You blessed to getting food is a food bank. Anywhere that give out free food is a place you can get food. That's feeding your children, but you too prideful maybe to do what it takes in order to make it happen. But you want to know how somebody else doing this, how they doing that, how they doing this. That's none of your concern. None of your concern. I have the luxury of being a self-sufficient woman. I was brought up to be a self-sufficient woman, and I was raised by 5 or 6 self-sufficient women. My mother, my grandmother, my aunt, my cousin, and 2 of my cousins. They were just self-sufficient. They did what they had to do every day to provide for their children. And that's what I saw. And they didn't make any excuses about, oh, well, that person did this. No, they did what they had to do to meet the need they had. And that's what I learned. My grandma used to tell me, it's cool to have something to bring to the table. But when you bring stuff to the table, if it's somebody else's table, when they get ready to go, they're taking their table with them. She taught me, and she instilled in me and my siblings to buy your own motherfucking table. Buy your own motherfucking table. So when that person want their table back, bye. I got my own table. Yup. My table right here. Bye. That's what it's about. Self-sufficient. Like I mind my business. I don't go talking about calling people, telling people that business, what's going on. I mind my business. I'm over here trying to figure out how I'm going to get more money, more money, more money, more. You know, how I'm going to make the bag grow, how I'm going to make situations better, how I'm going to be fabulous. I mean, really, that's what consumes my mind every day. But I hear people and I go places and I just hear the tearing down of other women, especially black women, tearing down our black men. I mean, if you don't have anything to provide for them, then you don't you that's not the business that pays you. Mind the business that pays you. The business that pays me is what I do. It refreshes me. It makes me happy. It brings me joy. It brings me, there are days when I am just, I don't want to do nothing. Okay. But there are also days where I am on my shit and I am self-sufficient, moving, grooving, dancing to my own beat person. I'm getting everything together. I'm doing everything I need to do, gotta do. And just making sure that I am able to be the woman I want to be the person I want to be the mother and wife and daughter I want to be. And I don't want anyone to take that away from me, because I'm going to continue to mind my business. And I would suggest that you do the same. Be the person you want to be. However long it take. Be the person you want to be. But don't tear me down trying to be the person that you want to be. Don't block my shine to be the person you want to be. Don't hinder my opportunities because you're not the person that you want to be. And without saying specifics, it's just where this is coming from is I am new to a situation, and it turns out that people see a lot of potential in me, and they see a lot of go getter, team leader things in me. I'm not a follower. I'm gonna be the lead. I need to lead. I need to tell you where we're going, because I don't want to be led astray. So people fought me for other people seeing growth in me, strength in me, and well-to-doness in me. That's not a word, but it is. It fit right there. And so that's what I need people to understand. Just because somebody else does the same thing you do and they do it better doesn't lessen who you are, doesn't lessen your shine, doesn't lessen the things you have going on in your life. But you need to understand that you cannot, you should not, and you must not tear people down. It's about self. It's about self. Like I say, I can, I will, and I am going to do whatever. I can, I will, I am going to do this, that, the third. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be persistent, and I'm going to be patiently waiting on the Lord to make the doors open for me. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Mind the business that pays you and see what God can do for you. You know, you don't have to tear people down to I want to read something real quick. You don't have to tear people down in order to be the person that you want to be. You don't have to tear people down in order to feel accomplished, because that's not an accomplishment. You tearing people down, that's not an accomplishment. That's not that's not an accomplishment at all. That's you are in a space where you are hindering your own growth. You know, you're hindering what God has for you every time that you do something that is not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. So, you know, just do what you have to do when you're minding the business that pays you, because what God has for you is just for you. I can't take that away from you. You can't take what God has for me from me. So we all got different attributes and things that are going to be of great help and assistance to other people. But also, we need to understand that the power we have in ourselves, the world didn't give it to you, and the world can't take it away. The joy that you have, the world didn't give it to you, and the world can't take it away. I was just going to read Joel 3:10, and it says in the NIV version, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weakling say, I am strong. You got this. It might not be on the level you think it should be, you know, but you got this. You know, you got that you can be where you need to be. But you got to put your mind to it, and you have to understand that there is a time and place for everything. There's a set time, God says, for everything under the sun. So maybe it's not your time, but it's my time. But don't break me down to feel better about yourself or build yourself up. Don't try to take away the things that I have going on for me or the accomplishments that I have made for myself, trying to be something or someone else. You shouldn't do that. And one more thing, don't be a listener. Let people be able to pour into you. Let people be able to enlighten you and tell you things and help you out, because you don't know everything. Hell, I don't want to be in a group where I'm the only one that knows stuff. I don't want to be in a group of people where I'm the smartest one. I want people, doctors, lawyers, judges, senators, all type of people in a place that know more than me, so that I can learn, so that I can take in things, so that I can be a better me. I might not have their education. I might not have their degree, but that doesn't make them better than me. So, but I'm there to soak it all up. I'm like a sponge. I'm listening. And I'm making mental notes. And if I get away from you, I might pull out a piece of paper and write it down. And if I can't pull out a piece of paper, I'm definitely going to get my phone and put it in the memo. Because I'm never going to miss an opportunity to learn or to be better, do better, and have better, and be able to bless my family a little more, because that's important, So just minding the business that pays you it's a phrase that we use, but it's just focus on you. Everybody think their grass is not as green as somebody else's, but you don't know what that person went through to get that grass like that. You don't know how many days they was out there, like on a day like this, 95 degrees, trying to get that lawn together. How much they paid in water bill trying to get that lawn together. I'm talking literal grass now, because that's my business that pays me. So, but you don't know how much fertilizer, manure they had to truck through in order for that grass to get like that. You don't know what it takes to be me. You don't know what it takes to be me. You don't know what I had to go through to be me. You don't know how it feels to be me. You don't know. So mind the business that pays you, so that you can do what you got to do, so you can grow, so you can achieve things, so you can be someone that someone else is looking up to. I always like to say, your haters are secretly your fans. They secretly adore you. They secretly want to be you. They secretly want your life. And they just don't know how to get there, because they don't think that you're approachable. But have you ever approached me? Have you ever said to me, this, and that? Tell me what you're doing, your ways, what's going on, how you get it, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. I've been married 17 years. And we've been together almost 22 years. And we've never had any type of anything, indiscretions, thoughts, side steps, side eyes, none of that. But some people who want what I got want to try to break me down, want to try to create things so to make them feel better. No, just ask me how I'm doing it. And I'm going to tell you, I don't serve my husband dinner. I don't fix his plate. Heck, most of the time he fixes my plate because he know I'm dog tired trying to figure out my next move. So most of the time he is making sure that I'm taken care of. So I don't say my king, in my phone he's Hubs. And that's it. But he does not define me. He doesn't define me. I'm still going to be great without my husband. Do I want to be without him? No. But I know how to be sufficient and efficient without him. So I just leave you with this. It's very important this is one of my favorite scriptures. My told you never fails. Every time I do a podcast, I yarn. My dear brothers and sisters, take note to this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. So Everything around you should be a learning tool. And you shouldn't be repeating everything that someone tells you. Because it's you shouldn't be repeating everything someone tells you. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'm just going to say the business that I mind is going very well. And however you take this, it's not a jab at anyone. It's not a sub tweet. It's not a, oh, I'm calling you out. None of that. This is what's minding the business that pays me. What's on my mind Monday. I'm minding the business that pays me. I just want to encourage people to figure out what that means for you. What that means for you. If you have to cut people off because they talk too much. If you have to, get away from certain things and people because they just negative, or you have to literally cut people off. Literally block them. Literally get them out your life. And that's just the business that pays you. You got to learn to do that. For some people, it's going to be easy. Some people, it's not. Some people love to be in the midst of drama. Some people love to be in the midst of what's happening in the atmosphere of, oh. But most people don't. Most people are worried about the efficiency of how their family is being ran and what's going on in their life. So that is where I stand with that. And, like I said, I want to live my life determined, inspired, victorious, and ambitious. I want to live my life full of joy. I want to be full of happiness and full of peace. Like they say, peace down in my soul. That's what I want. Peace down in my soul. I want peace in my house. I want peace. I don't want to be dealing with, girl, let me tell you. And, let me tell you what happened. I don't care. How's that making me any money? That ain't making me richer. That ain't making me no that's not making me in any way, form, or fashion a better person. You girl, let me tell you. So,